Hello everyone and welcome back to PostNetwork Academy, your go-to channel for AI, data science and machine learning. I am Bindeshwar and today we will dive into supervised learning in machine learning concept. For anyone interested in artificial intelligence, data science and machine learning. So let's get started. But before we will know outline of the presentation. So first of all, we will know introduction to supervised learning, thereafter features and labels in a data set, supervised learning problem setting, thereafter mathematical representation, summary, sources and how you can reach PostNetwork Academy. So let's get started. So basically supervised machine learning is a method where model learns from labeled data. So we will see that how it learns. So a model will learn from labeled data and we will also see the labeled data. And I have taken very specific data sets so that you can understand. So the data consists input features x1, x2, x3. These are columns and an output label y. I have taken 3. It may be x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, even billions. So it depends on the model size. And the goal is to find a function that maps input to correct outputs. That is the main purpose of supervised learning machine learning algorithm. For example, predicting students' exam scores based on study hours and other two features too. So we will see the data set, and understanding data set is very important. Here I am explaining, but without data set, if you haven't learned machine learning, so you will not understand. So first of all, let us understand data set. That is very important. So as I told you, there are three features or columns. Features columns, you can say that same are independent variables. Thereafter label y, expected output corresponding to input. So let us see, data set is very important. So here you can see that there are four features. X1 I have written independent feature, independent x2, x3 and exam score. So study hours, that is denoted as x1, sleep hours, that is denoted as x2, practice test x3 and exam score you have given that one student study hours was 1, sleep hours was 6, practice test only 1, so he scored 45. You are teaching the machine that what was the exam score. The same way you took second data set and you taught the machine, you teach the machine third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth, but in the last you just provided study hours, sleep hours and practice test, and you are asking that what have you learned from this data. So just predict me what would be the label. That means value of y or fx, it is denoted as fx. So basically this is the mean, you can say the problem setting of supervised learning. This is training, also called training, and this only one I am testing. So learn a function from this data, and in future we will test that function for unseen data, or we will use that function for unseen data. That is the supervised learning problem setting. Now let us see how it will learn. I will not explain learning process, but what it has learned from the data, what it can learn from that data. So the goal of supervised learning is to find a function that predicts y. So here, suppose that given data set, the whole data set x1, x2, x3 consists, and that is the label y. And this is the same as exam score is a function of study hours, sleep hours, and practice tests. Now see that what machines has learned. So machine has learned that coefficient of study hours should be 10, sleep hours should be 5, and practice tests should be 3 plus 20. This function is learned by machine. So these kind of functions, basically machine learns a function. Remember, always remember, in any case, generative AI, LLMs, whatever, machine learns a function. Now see that the same way. Exam score you will predict based on this. 10 into study hours, 5 plus sleep hours, 3 plus sleep hours, and one constant, that is bias. I will explain this one in upcoming videos. So this has been learned. Let us see that the last one where I wrote that study hours was 4, sleep hours was 6, and basically this would be practice test, not sleep hours. So I am writing here. So here practice test. So 3 into practices. So just we will plug these values, and we will get this one 99. So machine has predicted that if a student here, that is the practice test as it's told. So if a student has study hours 4, sleep hours 6, and practice test 3 taken, so he will score 99. And this is unseen data. This is not in the table, but from the sample machine has learned, and it can predict. It can classify images also. It can classify text, and even it can generate, a function can generate new text, new images. Nowadays generative AI, but fundamental is the same. Every machine will learn a function, and that can predict, classify, or that can generate also. This is the fundamental of machine learning, supervised machine learning. Then the model has learned a pattern from the data and makes predictions accordingly. You can see. So let us see the mathematical expression. So given a set of and training example x1, y1, that is two dimensional, but x1, x2, x3, x4, that may be many. So xi is the feature vector or column vector of the ith example, and y is the corresponding label. There may be many labels, also called classes. And a learning algorithm seeks a function. It learns a function gx that correctly maps. Learning process you will learn, but finally it will learn a function. Learning process, understanding learning process is crucial. It requires mathematical concepts, but fundamental is that from the data set it will learn a function. So this one gx argmax fxy, that means the goal is to find best function that minimizes errors, right? So it can learn many functions, but that the one which has minimum errors. I will explain in upcoming videos. That is called also loss function. So I will explain. So what we have learned, learning learns from labeled data. It can be used for a classification and regression. That means if it is categorical output, so that is called classification. If numerical output, that is called regression. So there are two types of supervised machine learning algorithms: classification algorithms and regression. So if categorical output, that is classification, and numerical output, that is regression. I will make a separate videos on both concepts. Common algorithm like linear regression, decision trees, and neural networks. And basically it is used in email filtering, medical diagnosis, price prediction, and many applications. There are some resources, and if you want more videos, you can reach PostNetwork Academy. Also support me to visit my website and read articles. Also subscribe my channels. It will motivate me to make more videos and continue this video making and learning process. Facebook page you can visit and follow me. Also you can visit LinkedIn page. And many videos I have made related to statistics. I have started linear algebra, Python also, and differential equations, calculus and differential equations. That are the base mathematical concepts you will require in future. So hope you have understood. Thanks for watching the video.